Yeah, what's up, people? Hey, Revant, you're welcome for the video, of course. What's up, Pudding Kip? What is Hidden Cup 5? I feel like that is going to be Formula 1. That's what I'm going to guess that is. Gives me Formula 1 vibes. What's up, YouTube chat? Go on, people. Just going to wait a few minutes till people come in. Actually, I got to use the washroom, so we're going to have a little washroom break before. If I sound a little different, by the way, okay? Probably do. It's because my stream, I now have a desk. So I'm a little closer to the mic. I'm no longer streaming from a couch. So my back is not going to hurt anymore, which is nice. So yeah, that's why it might sound a little different. It might sound a little more intimate, a little closer to the mic now. We'll be back in a second. I'm just going to go to the washroom. Okay, I'm back. I didn't wash my hands to make sure I could get here on time because I didn't want to be late, of course. What's up, Nikita? Let's see how many people are streaming CK3 right now, given that the embargo is up. Genuinely curious. Let me just make sure the embargo's up before I actually like show anything on screen, because I'm still paranoid that I'm doing it wrong. Yeah, okay, okay. OPB on the Discord says embargo has run out. Yeah, so it's time. I get scared, you know? This is the first time I've had any kind of early access, and I'm like, I don't want to fuck this up, dude. You know how much it would suck to get early access, and then, like, do something wrong, and then never get it ever again, because you're just no longer trustworthy? That would kill. Absolutely kill. Surprising few number of people streaming CK3, despite the, what's going on. My category is correct, right? Cool. That would suck, yes, but we're good. I'm good. All right, since we're just gonna get started. I mean, fuck it. I like to give it 5 minutes and let everyone come in, but we're just gonna go to it. What's up, chat? Hold on, I'm a little bit low on the camera here. Sorry, new camera angle because well, that's a little too low. There you go. The access for Sphere of Influence. I'm gonna leave that to Generalist. I mean, I don't know. I might ask him if he's even getting it. I'll probably talk to him about early access and stuff because he and I have got some connections now and all that. So I might talk to him about that. But I'm not sure if I'd be a good pick for early access for Vic 3. But Generalist definitely will be. All right. How are we doing today, chat? How's everyone doing? Hope you're doing well. In terms of what to show you, okay. There's a lot in this DLC, like obviously, so it's hard to say. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up the map here, and we're gonna play probably in, I don't know, 1066 because I don't know, it's nice. Network homework, nice. I don't even know what that is. Is that like online homework? We went to 66 just because there's more stuff. 66 to show us all. I mean, it's hard to do that. There's a lot. First of all, check out this cool map. His baby creator? Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, he's growing a lot and he's doing good with his channel. So check this out. Okay, some cool writing or something. A skull, you know, some plants. This is like the new map that they were talking about, right? So now you can zoom out. You got this huge little table, which is like, it's just fine. It's pretty cool. Not gonna see me complain. Routers and switches. I see. Okay, it's nerd stuff. All right, Checky, give me We're gonna go by consensus of me just kind of arbitrarily deciding based on what chat says. What realm of what region of the world do you think we should check out for this? Like, you know, what region of the world people want to see? HRE? No. Well, not no, but I don't necessarily want to do HRE. Seljuks could be interesting. Okay, okay. Clean shave threw me off. Yeah, well, you know, it's not quite clean shave. I was clean shaven a couple days ago, but it grew back pretty fast. We could start as the Seljuks and just like do that. Biz, Crusader Queen, Egypt. Egypt's not bad. These are all good options. Maybe we could do Makuria. This is a pretty good one to play for, like, you know, you have a nice region to start with, and then you also France, Africa's legends related to ratings Norse. Okay, here's what I'll so I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to give like my opinions and stuff. Let me actually like be a total nerd. Let me go look at my the thing that I actually signed where I said that I would you know, where I said that like I would, you know, not do anything bad. Let me see if there's anything here about how like I can't give my. I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to give all the opinions that I want to give, but just take a look. Let's see. I'm just quickly skipping through. Yeah, I'm pretty nothing here about like not being able to give opinions. So what I'll say about this, okay. Here's what I'll say. We're gonna drop in. I'll explain it as I go. But we're gonna drop in as the Fatimids or something. Actually, no, Makuria. I'm gonna drop as Makuria. We'll play in Iron mode. We're gonna leave all the game rules on like regular. Okay, so just everything's just normal basically. The only new game rules that got added were basically like how quickly legends spread. You probably saw it in the video. If you saw the video, you can just do that. There's the plague frequency, the Black Death stuff. There's just all that. I know Hovalax. I know that you know, I know that like Paradox isn't trying to like control the narrative or anything like that. I don't want to risk it, right? Because it's my first time. But I will talk about my opinions because I checked the agreement and it's pretty short. So yeah. Okay. Bat and mid, true. So if we start here, we have the Custodian of the Holy Site right away. Do just think about the legends, and this is the critique that I'm going to give them. Okay, the legends are kind of flat. Okay, and what I mean is that they're cool. Thanks for the sub. Really appreciate it. Appreciate it a lot. They're cool.
You got the early access.
In that what they describe is like interesting and fun, but the actual in-game effects, there are only 3 legends in terms of what they really mean. So what I mean by that is that there's 3 types. Okay, we can see this one here is a holy legend. So these are like saints. These are like especially holy people and all that. These give like a set of abilities. And then there's another type, which is the like great, like not great, I can't remember. I'm gonna play the game a little bit so they pop up. But basically, there's only 3 actual legends in terms of the effects they give. In terms of flavor, there's a lot. There's a ton of legends, but they all fall under one of 3 categories, each of which is like has some effects, and those effects are the same across all of them. Yeah, legitimizing and heroic. That's correct. So every legacy, or every legend, I should say, is either holy, legitimizing, or heroic. Those are the 3. And all of them give the exact same effects of their type. So all legitimizing legends are the same in terms of what they give you. All heroic legends are the same, just what they give you. Just the flavor text changes. And that, to me, kind of sucks. I'd have liked for there to be more variety in rewards. Basically, holy legends let you evangelize the realm, which basically converts a certain percentage of your counties to your faith, which is cool. They stack? No, you can only have 1 at a time. So the way that they work is once you complete them, they're gone. Well, they start going away. So once I pick this one up, which I'm gonna try to do as soon as I can, it'll start spreading around, and then also I should probably give out land. I should like play the game. Hold on. They'll start spreading around, and then once you complete them, they go away forever. Like they begin to shrink and they begin to stop like having their effects. And once it's gone, and then that's just like the end of them, which I think is kind of unfortunate. In terms of what I'll give this is not a very good county. Okay. I don't really like that very much. It's not like one thing people are making comparisons to, and I was making this comparison as well, is like, is it going to be similar to the Bloodlines from CK2? And the answer to that is strictly like no, not at all. It's not like that at all. I'm hoping that there'll probably be some legends eventually. I'm gonna get a court chronicler. She can help find seeds. That's what these are called. These are called seeds, and this like lets you make legends or whatever. This is part of the DLC. Legends is part of the DLC. Definitely not free. The plagues are free though, so the plagues come for free, but the legends are not free. In terms of getting piety, I mean, I guess we can just go on a pilgrimage and we can just spam a bunch of piety in order to get like oh my god, look at that danger. Holy. Tree. Then I probably should get some way to not have so much danger here. It's good. Okay. Legend stuff part of the, oh, I read that. No Solomonic legend that gives claims to Jerusalem, or Arabic that gives claims to Macedonian Empire. So I haven't looked at every legend obviously because I've only played like a little bit. I did take a look at the game files to check for every legend, and I feel like maybe some were missing from the game files. I'm not sure because there were very few. I was surprised at how few there were in terms of historical ones. There's like ancient Egyptians. There's like the Scottish have like the weird one where they're also Egyptian. There's the Attila the Hun one, and then beyond that, like there's one for being related to Buddha over in India. But like what do we call it? Like it was surprisingly small lists. Most of them are sort of generated. So for example, custodian of the holy site is like anyone that owns a holy site can do this one if you have a faith that corresponds to it. And like there's ones for if you win like big battles, you get like a seed. Like I don't know. I'm not gonna say I'm like totally let down by the DLC, but I definitely was hoping for a little more than just like 3 legends effectively. How legendary buildings work. You don't get to choose which holding has the space. Once you complete a legend, you're allowed to basically like the place where legend started is where the building will go. So if I start a legend, it would probably start in Old Dongola, or maybe it would start in Mero because that's where the holy site is. Not sure. But basically, one of these spots gets access to another building slot, and that is for a legendary building. And the building has some powerful effects, and when it finishes, it gives you like a little like instant modifier. Under Oga's Con for the Seljuks? I'm not sure. I didn't check. But we can definitely hop around and take a look and stuff later. Are there any legends around the world yet? See, I got another seed from that Dynasty Legacy, by the way, so now I have Great Deed for my family. It's gonna be a bit till any legends pop up, just because it takes some time before people get enough prestige and piety and stuff to do them. There, now I can start. Okay, I can start Great Deed for Azim. Let's start this one. So, okay. This is a legitimizing legend. And what you're going to notice here, if you saw the YouTube video, you'll notice this is the exact same as the Hunnic Legacy thing. This is the exact same. The difference is that I get a claim on every title in the Empire of Abyssinia, and that's because my capital is in Abyssinia. If my capital was in somewhere else, it'd be whatever the de jure empire of the region is. So this is the exact same. You get the Legendary Palace, you get to consolidate a kingdom, and you get claims on everything in your empire, and you get a ton of legitimacy. It's like, whatever. They created a new culture group, Hellenic, and they put Roman, Trojan, and Macedonian cultures there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that there are legends associated with that. But I'm not sure how to get them yet. I'm not sure how they work. I don't know. Does the Avars and Hungarians have the Hunnic Legacy? Not sure. They probably do, but don't know. Legendary slot replaces the existing special building? No, they don't, Nikita. You do get another slot alongside the special building. Majority are tied to major decisions, and the kind of regional ones will be added when they do those Region of the Future DLC. Yeah, it definitely is a very content-proof system, I think. Alright, we're going to start this legend, the Great Deed for Azim. And the way that I found to spread legends nicely is if you're a small realm, you want to hit this button, because this one basically makes other lords around you start spreading your legend. If you have a big realm, then you want to hit this one, which makes it so that your legend spreads throughout your realm. So we're a small realm, so we're going to get other lords to spread it. we'll hope that it goes to the Fatimids, basically. They made it back. That's good. So yeah, the major critique that I'll have that I'm probably gonna talk about when I write my review, which is gonna be quite soon, is that this is probably the most passive DLC we have in CK3. And what I mean by that is that you don't really do a whole lot. So you click the button. Like I noticed when I was making the video, I was like, I don't really have a whole lot to show in terms of like the actual things that I'm doing, because what you do is you get events that pop up. For example, here's one, and we just got one earlier, but here's another one where someone's challenging my legend, so I can do a diplomacy check to try and make them stop doing that, which in this case failed, even though 88%, you love to see it. This is another one. You get a lot of these events. A lot of them come up, and you don't really actively do a whole lot. You just kind of sit and watch the legend spread. So, I found that to be a little bit unfortunate. What I would have liked, okay, what I would have liked, in terms of what I was thinking this does, it could have been also we got a pretty big disease coming. What I would have liked would have been if like the actions you take as a ruler affected the story. So I'm not sure if there's probably some ways in which your actions affect the legends, in the sense that like as you do things, maybe there are triggers for events, and those events are like the consequences of your actions. But I almost would have liked some kind of like XP bar where it's like there are different traits to the legend. Then as you do different things, the legend changes. It's you know, I don't know. I had a lot of ideas of what it could have been, and then it felt like it fell quite flat for me in terms of what ended up being. The new there's like one new culture tradition, and I'm pretty sure it's just the water ritual one. The water rituals just makes it so that you're less likely to get infected, and then you also get diligent. But you also get more learning lifestyle, so it's quite good. This is pretty much like a take on every culture tradition right now. It's just super good. The 10% alone is worth it, but diligent is good, and also not getting infected by plagues is also good. I don't know about elected governments. I haven't really used them yet, so I couldn't tell you if they do anything. How do plagues affect the world? So plagues massively cut. So if we look here, this is the modifiers they give to each county they spread to. They just like destroy development. Like they take development and just throw it to like nothing, basically. Some diseases do different things. So we see your camp fever causes you to have less garrison, causes you to have less reinforcement rate, reduces control. Whereas typhus causes a lot more damage to. Or that was the same one. Sorry, they were the same there. This one is a pox. Consumption is probably one of the weaker ones. Doesn't really do a whole lot, but there's different diseases have different effects. Do you consolidate empires? No, you only actually let me check. Let me see the thing here. I'm not. I think you can't. Where do I even check it? I forgot. I think it lets you. Yeah, I think it lets you do a kingdom, not a whole empire. What 3 rats one give? They give the same. They just spread differently. So I've seen the level 3 rats or whatever. You know, that's funny to say, but like level 2 rat here, you see it gives the same modifier, just that it spreads more quickly. This is consumption. You see that they're the same. The diseases are the same. The 2 rats and the 3 rats mean that they just spread way faster. So you see here the cold humor flu is spreading a lot more compared to the one that we just had that only spread like a little bit and then went away. There are new achievements, and I'll probably do like a total all achievement guide like again with everything, but I'll probably do interesting. So it looks like this guy chose to do Hunnic Heritage, but I probably won't do like a full all achievement guide for like everything, but then I'll do you know, I'll do some of the new achievements and stuff. Most of them aren't that interesting. But yeah, this is interesting. The Seljuks went with Hunnic Heritage, so I guess they're going for Hunnic Seljuks, which is funny. I'm gonna build some stuff. I'm basically just gonna play like a more or less like long-term campaign here, and we're gonna, you know, just see what happens and pay attention to things, and any questions you guys have, I'll try to answer. If I were to give like just a quick overview of my thoughts on the DLC, I find it to be quite flat, and I don't necessarily mean boring, but this is a very passive DLC. Like everything that you do is very just kind of like watching things happen. default lines of Legend Chronicles like won the war and the Queen of X County and so on. I thought they'd be more creative on the writing. The writing is definitely like totally flat. Like if you look here, like go ahead and just like I'll read this out to you, okay, as the game runs. Like there's nothing interesting in these chronicles, right? So the legend of petty King Georgios of Mercuria is as great as the large as is as great and large as the world is. Get the events out of here. For his deeds are unparalleled. But what deeds? What have I done? Like I get that, like I get that, like I kind of one of the interesting parts of writing legends is that like you make shit up, right? That's you know you just make shit up, and that's like kind of part of, I think that's part of the fun of like the idea of writing a legend about your character, is that it doesn't have to necessarily be true. That's exactly the philosophy I go with when I do the Giga Chad stories. Is I'm just like, oh, you know, this thing happened in the game, but here's how it would be remembered, right? And that's a very important distinction. But this is really just like this is really like, who the hell cares? When George's spouse came to him one morning with alarming rumors, George's made haste and promised to honor their everlasting love. I have no lover relationship. Well, actually, never mind. Okay, hold on. I forgot that I was soulmates. Okay, that actually does check out then. That does check out. Never mind. I thought I didn't have a lover's relationship. However, that was not the end of the tale. But what the fuck? What tale? Okay, no, I forgot this. Third legend culminates in a marvelous adventure. What adventure? His great deeds of arms were such that all kings had wonder thereof, and many nobles and commoners came to his encounter. They wish to see legend in flesh. What legend? What are you talking about? Like it has to start. The what do you call it? The legend has to start from a seed of truth. Okay, like I feel like that's how all stories work. It's like, what are we even talking about here? There was nothing in the tale for when Georges made his way home, from where he helped those in danger and avenged their affronts, bandits, beasts, and evildoers. I have killed no one. My kill list is empty. Like you know what I mean? The journey back home was not easy, but petty King George entered the city among triumphant chants, and let us all rejoice in peace for legend to be celebrated. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, what's this feels like? I remember I was reading them and I was thinking, oh, I could literally just take some of the text from these chronicles and put it into the Giga Chat stories. That'd be kind of cool. And then they were so disappointing. They were so like completely not like interesting to read that I was like, okay, well, I guess we're not going to use those in the video because they were just bleh. Basically, the flavor you get is these random events which happen as you support a legend, but I've already seen all of them. Like, there's not that many, okay? There's very few of them. So don't expect it to be like, there's going to be a real ton of things going on. It's very, very few events. So, it's not so good. Exactly, Shamar. I was thinking the exact same thing. It should have to do with the memories, right? So in this case, probably because I'm a soulmate with the queen, that's why I put in the part about, like, waking up and espousing love for the wife or whatever. But, like, I have a rival. You know, why don't we talk about her? I have sons and daughters. Obviously, this is like near the beginning of the game, so you know, it's hard to necessarily say like, oh, bro, there should be like so many memories. We don't have many memories, but then the chronicle should be relatively blank. Then, like, we should just have a relatively blank chronicle. But to be clear, I've played like large run-throughs where I've gone like 300 years in the game. Okay, these don't get more complicated as you get more memories. This isn't a matter of like, oh, by the way, we got the King of Egypt, so we're gonna see a lot of spreading now. This isn't a matter of like oh, there is stuff, just we don't have memories. Even later, when you do have memories, you do not get cooler text. The text remains completely flat for like all the time. And you know, it's funny because I'm hoping that it is AI generated text because I don't want to insult an actual writer. Okay, but like, dog, none of this is like, this is some of the most like fluff writing I've ever seen. Okay, like it's impressive to me that they could write something like this. Like, I'm pretty sure this is just like AI or something, but I don't necessarily want to say that because that's even more insulting to the writers. You know what I mean? Like, I don't necessarily want to start throwing stuff like that around. So, yeah, I'm a little bit scared to see something like that, but I'm definitely disappointed in the writing of the Chronicles. To be fair, I mean, that's just writing, right? Like, I'd be willing to forgive, like crappy writing or whatever, but the big problem for me is how boring the legends are. They are not at all akin to Bloodlines. Writers on the way to the rescue, yeah, definitely. Modders, I will say this, okay, and this is never an excuse for like a bad DLC, okay. Modders can have a field day with this because a modder can just make these legends more interesting by, like, you know, giving them actual effects that aren't just the same 3 over and over again. From what I saw, okay, I did like the founding Israel seed. I did that in my Ivar video. I did, like, you know, I did ones for like doing great battles in Byzantium and raiding a bunch and stuff. They're all the same. They're gonna expand out the other DLCs. Yeah, but a DLC should stand on its own though, right? Like if you were to ask me what I think of this like product, like just right now, I'd tell you that this is pretty disappointing. Okay, this is like there's not a lot of flavor going on. There's not a lot of like it's stuff that I've only played like, you know, a relatively brief amount of time. I've already seen like the Becoming Immortal event like 4 times. You know, like I've already seen like everything several times, and it's like, okay, dude. Like this is the event that happened in the video that we watched on YouTube. Okay, like this is the one where you're considering your immortality and stuff. And I thought for a second we had an immortality event, but I was like, no, it just changes legend chapters. So what we'll see is as we get events, we get these things where it says change legend chapter. Okay, and this is like this is what changes the chronicle. But these legend chapters don't change very much. So let's look at the legend right now before we click this, and let's take a look at what's written. So we had a visit from death. Since the harem mutations, I had to flee that which others would call inevitable and pursue eternal life on Earth. Okay, that's basically. Then we're gonna see that change based on what I click here. We have to reload it here. No, it didn't even change. Okay. Did it add something else? Say this one, visited by God. So this is cool that you get this changes to the chronicle, but the problem is that, like to me anyway, the problem is that it's also passive. Like what I had in mind when I thought of what they could do is, you see how like for example this here has these trait XP paths, right? I was thinking like, what if you have a legend and then it has like a checklist of things that reinforce the legend. So let's say for example, look at Great Deed, since it's the one that we're doing, right? The Great Deed for Azim is about, you know, greatness for the dynasty, right? So what if there was like a bar, an XP bar somewhere here that was like, how many famous people has your family married? And you could like try to increase your legend's grandeur. I think the word grandeur is loaded because of the game already has those systems, but increase the legend's grandeur by getting your kids married off to already famous dynasties. What if you could build new castles? Again, this is a very simple one, but turning it from passive to active, right? Like build a castle, and then that castle is like contributing towards this legend, as long as you build it in a place where legend is spread. Then it's like that castle was created for the dynasty, and that makes it more legitimate or whatever. But, you know what I mean? Like ways to make it so it's about accomplishing things, not about just like sitting here. Like I can just speed 5 and wait, and this will eventually spread around, and then it'll become illustrious, and I don't have to do anything. I can do nothing. All I do is I have my court chronicler on this one. This task spreads it to other rulers, and then we just sit here and wait. We get the occasional flavor event. They just, you know, you just click on whatever the optimal option is because they're percentage based challenges often, and then you wait, and then it gets better and better. There's nothing I can do to accelerate this. Or was Speedrun just new achievements? Probably. If there's interesting ones to speedrun, I haven't even looked at all of them yet, but most of them it feels like are not particularly interesting. So if there's anything cool, I'll check it out. But where'd the beard go? I shaved. I did shave, Sag. I had to eventually. So these is the only stuff added in this DLC? No, that's coming much later. These little modifiers get added to the legend, and these are pretty cool. These are pretty cool in the sense that like they give an identity to the legend. So again, the critique is that it's all passive. So this event, the common people, I could go into debug mode and try to find this in the game files and figure out what triggered it. I get the feeling it was not triggered by any particular action of mine. I get the feeling this was triggered by just random events. Like I don't think it was anything interesting. So I can choose to basically celebrate commoners, gives me control growth in every county where it spreads, or I can get an extra 0.25 prestige per night. In this case, I think I want the prestige. Or I could also choose to decrease the cost of upgrading the legend, so that's cool. Whatever, but these are interesting, but then they are ruined by like the fact that it's just completely passive. There's no like choices around that. Let's look for plagues. The plagues are like kind of, you know, they're cool and all, but they're not exactly, they're just plagues. I don't know what to tell you. Like it's not like a new gameplay. It's just like now plagues come and then they ravage stuff and then you have to recover. There is a Norway out here. Yes, look at that. Although this is this is, oh yeah, because they took England. That's what it was. Yeah. Let's see. Well, what world legends do we have? Roman heritage. Okay, so we got someone that did Roman heritage. I don't know how this was unlocked, but basically it looks like it looks like Boleslav is doing it, and I'm pretty sure that like this one could be unique and special in some way. I'm not sure if there's something different about it, but from what I understand, this is going to actually have the exact same effects as my deed. From what I understand. I'm not sure if it will have... They might be able to give him Roman culture, I don't know. But I will say this about the AI, from what I've seen of the AI, okay? They never, like, this guy was probably gonna just, like, complete the legend before it gets to mythical. He'll complete it when it's, like, famed or whatever, and probably just waste it. And I'm pretty sure that once a legend's been used, it can't be used again. I wish I could check what the rewards are for the legend, but I kinda can't. So I can't look at it. I'd have to swap characters to him, but I played Iron Man, so that was kind of my bad. I could go to debug mode and swap characters around, but... yeah. So the AI tends to waste legends, in terms of what the AI does with them. I've only ever seen an AI do one mythical legend. Just one time I saw a mythical legend. And beyond that, like, every single time, they would just finish them when they were famed. They would just totally throw them away, and it was really disappointing. Modders love a field day for sure, yeah, but, you know, it's... Revive Legends are called seeing that? I don't know. I never saw any such option. But again, to be, you know, really clear, like, haven't actually played that much, right? Only, like, I played just over 20 hours. So it's like, you know, it's not like what do you call it? Like, I know for sure. Also, it is a timer isn't even on. I wasn't running the timer, my bad. Oopsies. But yeah, if it is the case that you can bring back dead ones, that'd be kind of cool, because then we could, if the AI wastes a legend, it's not so bad. But I've seen the AI throw away legends. Like, see the Hunnic Heritage over here? That's gone, because presumably the subjects just finished it, even though it was barely beginning. And it's like, okay, well, that was a waste. Like, Hunnic Heritage is gone for them now. And I don't know if anyone else can. We're going to keep an eye out. I think no one else in the world can do Hunnic Heritage now. But we'll keep an eye out, and I'll confirm that. That one just disappeared. Someone else just finished theirs. In an ideal world, modders should be the ones doing the heavy haul for new mechanics. Exactly, yeah. Like, you wouldn't want to see, like, just the game relying on modders in order to be, like, good. The capped amount of legends, you can do as many legends as you want and more generate. So, for example, here, Custodian of the Holy Site is, like, I could do 5 of those in theory, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe you can even repeat them for the same Holy Site. And also, seeds are generated by things that you do. So, for example, in the video that we saw on YouTube where I was playing as the Pechenegs, I generated the Great Adventure of Constantinople, or whatever it was called, and that was because I fought a really big battle here, and that gave me a new legend seed. So they do generate new ones. They don't. It's not like just there's a limited number, and then after that it's all over. But I'm pretty sure the unique ones are just like there's a couple of them, and then that's that. What's the best way to generate seeds? I'm not actually sure. If you have your Court Chronicler on this task, then they'll generate more. But I don't know exactly how seed generation even works, to be honest with you. Just kind of, it's just not. I haven't dived into these mechanics so deeply, right? So I don't know. But, yeah. Oh, we asked for like the generate a legend. Well, yeah, but the legend generated is not unique. The legend generated is just like, you know, it's just another of the same legend. Nice, we got Brave. It is better though. I will say this. You said like, isn't that what you're asking for? Yes, that's correct. Like, I am happy to see that, but it's not enough. Right? It's no. There's no bookmarks. No. It's not enough to just have like, oh, I generate a new seed, because then the seed is the exact same as every other legend of the same type, and it's like, okay, well, that doesn't really mean much. We can ask guys to promote your legend, but if you do the task here, then it'll also spread on its own. Like, it'll slowly bring people in. Because the battle in like Constantinople or whatever that I got as the Huns was cool, because it was thematic and it was very roleplay oriented, and it was cool that it was like, oh, I conquered like down here, and then I got a legend for it, and that was really nice. Same happened. I haven't released the video yet, but the one I did as Ivar, where I went to Israel. That one I raided Rome, and then I got a legend about raiding Rome. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. That's really, really cool. But then it was just but that legend was the exact same as the one that my Hunnic character got for fighting Constantinople. Like, it was no different in terms of the chronicle or the actual effects of the chronicle. It was only different in how it was generated. Which, that's a step in the right direction. It's good they have that. That is good, but it's not what I mean about how the legend should evolve based on your actions. Why is Chapter 3 even worth it? Well, obviously we don't know the contents of the next DLCs. This DLC, I will say, is like probably the strongest spin I have on it is that it is like the most mid DLC we've seen for CK3. Where Varangian Adventures, whatever, Northern Lords was like good. It was like, yeah, that was nice. Where Fate of Iberia was kind of on the bad side, where Royal Court was kind of also a little bit on the bad side, but had a lot of positives carrying it back up. And then Tours and Tournaments was like good. I was like, that was a good DLC. Legacy of Persia was good. This one is like right in the middle, where I'm like, it's not harming the game. This doesn't harm the game at all. Like, if you just want to never interact with it, you're totally fine. But it's so disappointing compared to what I was expecting and what I was hoping to see. Because I think I was under the impression, whether that's my fault or the marketing's fault or whatever, that this would be a lot more dynamic of a system. This is a very railroaded system. This is a very, like, this is a very just, like, random events pop up, the legend spreads, and then you get, like, a particular reward, which has been predetermined before you even did the thing. I was thinking it would be like, the legend is like the plague, where the plagues evolve, and they spread, and they change, and based on how you act, it will change them, right? Even the plagues, I'm not sure how much of an effect your actions have on the plagues, besides the events that pop up, right? Like, I don't know. Yeah, French host tag psychological horror on Steam, definitely. It sounded more dynamic? Exactly. I thought it'd be more dynamic, and it ends up being extremely railroaded. Like, there's only 3 rewards total for all my vassals. I was hoping there'd be, like, more dynamicism, but there just isn't. Did it stream die? What? YouTube stream is still up, I think. I'm back on Twitch now. That was weird. Twitch is back. My Twitch stream died briefly for the YouTube viewers. I overcooked? Yeah, I guess so. They got me, bro. They were like, yo, this guy is shit talking, bro. No, yeah, that was weird. Yeah, that was a little weird. But yeah, we're back. Froze for a minute. Okay, yeah. Okay, we're back. Refresh if it's not back yet. I'm not sure why that happened. That was unfortunate. That's probably because of Restream, because I'm multi-streaming. This is why Restream was something I kind of stopped using a little bit, because although it lets me multi-stream, it's a little bit annoying. A little bit annoying that kind of happens here and there. It's fine though. We're gonna keep going. Okay. Just not delayed again. God damn it. This is why I stopped multi-streaming. I hate it. Pay repay them. Yeah, I mean, you could say that, but... Oh, also, culture acceptance was broken when I was playing, but I think they might have fixed it by now. Because there was no way to gain culture acceptance for a bit, but... okay. Well... If there's a lag now, that kind of sucks. Oh, my bitrate's a bit too high. Yeah, okay. I think it's because my bitrate's a bit too high right now. But yeah, let me actually restart the stream real quick. Let me restart the stream, because I don't want to have this big delay, like, forever. So I'm going to restart the stream real quick. We're just going to quickly end the stream, but then I'll be back in a second, okay, chat? So, mind the delay, okay? But I'm going to just quickly restart the stream. I'm going to lower the bitrate. Okay, so one second.